Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna do a small account overview, which was requested a few times in the YouTube comments and in the Discord. So I thought I would do it, even though it's likely that I'm gonna change a lot of things, at least a few things, maybe this weekend or later when I have some time, because yeah, there's been quite a few builds I wanted to change, to improve or to completely swap to another set, but I haven't done it yet. So yeah, because my free time is a bit lacking, so I'm really, when I'm playing the game, I'm usually focusing on the things I like to do and that and the Guild Wars, of course, some RTA, but not as much on the PvE, Abyss and things like this, and also the gear crafting, which I've been leaving out for a while. Before that, it was partly free time, and also the fact that my gold was always getting stolen by Garo, because he's always stealing it when I need to refresh the shop to get the mystics. But nowadays I'm getting a lot luckier, so I probably won't need to refresh as much as I did before. So yeah, I might as well start crafting a bit more when I have time, but it also takes a lot of time because I do have some inventory problems, because I tend to keep gear a bit too much when I think it might be useful. So sometimes it's actually a great thing, because sometimes I found gear for new units that that was never needed before, but I kept it just in case. And sometimes it was really a good thing that I kept it. But yeah, oftentimes it's also just sitting there at +9 or +6 and just taking space, and I put it on a lot of fodder, which is also filling my unit inventory. But yeah, now I will start, once I have a bit of time, I will start doing some management, doing a lot of room, so that I can start crafting a bit more and having the space to help manage. So yeah, I can start by showing a bit. Yeah, as for this, just so you know, I'm a day one player, so I was even in the list of names that people who never missed a day. So apparently I never missed a day, which is good. I wasn't sure. But yeah, just so you see, I'm not a heavy spender at all. Yeah, this I never buy. I never bought this either. Never bought any of these. I actually didn't buy this either. I might once. I don't know. Yeah, never. I'm not sure it's worth it. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. This I never. Oh yeah, this I buy. I actually forgot to buy them. I normally buy them, but I don't know how long it has been since it's not activated. I just don't check usually. So I do buy these two, and this sometimes I buy, not always, but I sometimes buy it. Never bought this. Yeah, not this one, because I usually have a lot of leaves that were left over from when there was not no way to auto repeat. So I spent a lot of those, but yeah, it gets back up when I buy the occasional leaf packs that we get when there's a hunt event, the small ones. These I sometimes buy as well. Well, most of the time. Yeah, other than that, I think that's it. And I occasionally also buy the special packs for the collab or things like that. Again, not always, but sometimes I do. So that's just yeah, depends a bit on whether I want to or not. But I'm not a heavy spender for sure. Yeah, here for the skin, I only skipped him. I skipped says that's the only one I skipped in the Epic Pass. I usually just take them, and so I have most of them. And these two I didn't buy yet. I probably will end up buying, because I do have a lot of skin tickets now. But yeah, so I do have that because my journal is actually quite full. I've had all RGBs for a while now. I usually, yeah, I had trouble in the beginning summoning units. I was always unlucky for a long time. which was actually an issue because I was just not getting the units. So I stopped summoning and only summoned on PT banners because it was not PT for most of them. Well, it was only limited before. So I just spent, I just summoned on those that had a PT. And then they added PT for everything, and yeah, it started helping. Well, I was summoning sometimes, but I mean, I was keeping at least 2 PTs worth to make sure that I had enough for PT banners, PT summons. So yeah, that's how I used to do, and then yeah, I ended up getting all RGBs because I had a lot of reserves, and I could start summoning on all those I was missing at some point, and yeah, I did get some outside of the banners, or when I was trying on a banner without PT, I sometimes got another unit. So yeah, now I do have all of them, the RGBs, and lately I actually got a lot of ML5s. Because yeah, for over 2 years I was really unlucky there. I did over 220 summons on Galaxy without any 5 stars, even not a dupe. Well, not even a dupe, I mean. And Mystics were giving me PT all the time. I had 9 out of 12 PTs. So I did pull 3 before PT, but not early either. And yeah, the others were all PT. So yeah, it wasn't until after the tickets, the 4-5 star ML tickets that we got, those were bad as well. I only got a Tube Straze from them, and I had 17 tickets. But after that, yeah, I started getting luckier. I pulled ML Caverick after 100 pulls, but I pulled 2 of him at the same multi. And then yeah, I did pull quite a few actually. I don't know if I can check that here. Acquisition and ML probably. And by acquisition here, the other way around. So yeah, that was. Wait, I'm not gonna read like this. They are gonna be 6 stars. They're all 6 stars. Is that correct? No, there's something wrong here. It's not working like it should. What's wrong? Because I know for a fact that this is not the right order. Although I guess strange. Okay, maybe it's something weird. So for her, yeah, I had to pity her. Yeah, those were pity him as well. This was the lucky one I got. That was after my, well, one of the luckiest thing I had before. So I did get her before. So yeah, I pulled 2 of him. Then I pulled him just in Covenant, I think, or in a normal summon in the Galaxy summons. I pulled him in the free dailies, and I got also a dupe RB. I pulled her recently as well, and I pulled her yesterday when I did I did 20 pulls on the Mystic, so I got lucky again. So yeah, I can't really complain. I don't know why these are here though. I've had them for a while. Aravi I had longer as well. This is a PT. These were 2 of my non-PT ones. Charles, I actually got Charles and Operator Secret in the custom Mystic banner. But that was lucky as well, because I got Upsick, I think 60 before the end. She was pulled also in a Galaxy Summon, quite lucky, and he was actually a Mystic PT again, but yeah, that's fine. It's really not in the right order, because I don't know why all of these are after the actual last I pulled. No, it's not because of the Awakening. I don't know. Weird. It's a bit buggy. But yeah, that's the kind of the order. What else can I say? Yeah, in PvE, I'm really not that far. As you can see, I haven't done much in Abyss. I've not even tried 103. at 102 for a while, not even trying it either, and I just did it at some point during free and equip where I had time, but I didn't go further. So I will do it at some point, but I'm just not a fan of it, so not doing it a lot. Otherwise, for the hunts, yeah, these are all, I can do all of them, but I do Wyvern 99% of the time. Sometimes Banshee one-shot. I don't have one-shot for Wyvern. I don't spend time on making teams for hunts. And these two sometimes I do, but not a lot. Yeah, so I can go through my units and start explaining a bit what I do with them. So yeah, I will go maybe on, how should I do it? Maybe by type, I don't know. What would be best? Maybe by class. Yeah, I guess. I would start with Soul Weavers, I guess. So yeah, that's my Singelica. She was used mostly for Guild Wars before, but nowadays I've been using quite a bit in RTA as well because of the Frenzy 7 additional speed, plus the fact that I use a lot of imprints, speed imprint in it, so that helps her sometimes get first turn or actually go quite fast, and it's useful against some teams with RB, Mercedes, and other things like this. So that's quite handy to have. Her, I really gave some gear I had left over. I think she stole a bit of Pera's gear as well, because Pera, I stole most of her gear for to improve my Wanderer's Silk and my and who else? No, it was mostly for Silk, I think. But yeah, the thing is, I wasn't using Pera a lot anymore because of the. I will do another video on that on the some cleave guide, because that was requested as well, so I will try to do that as soon as I can. But yeah, I will explain a bit more there. But my main issue with her is that she was neither a bridge unit nor someone who can push back the opponents, do anything like this. So she was a bit wasted in some matches. She was good for sure. She was working well with Eda, with Seedom if I put her on crit chance set, but on the crit chance neck. But yeah, still she was not really used anymore a lot. And I often had the issue where I had two openers and no bridge units, so that's a big issue. So yeah, so she took a bit of it. She's not really that fast. She's 283 in RTA, so she works, especially with imprints and against Conqueror Lineage. But yeah, that's it. So, and the others, yeah, we'll just show them. But that's one I used in Guild Wars mostly, not fully reforged, mostly ER. That's just a GVG build. She as well. She's normally on Water's Origin as well. Sorry, my voice is going. I might have to do it in 2 goes because yeah, my throat is starting to hurt a bit for some reason. But let's see how far I can go. So yeah, she's got basic ER, a lot of tankiness just for Guild Wars, mostly to tank the dark units like Aravi and things like that. So that's the idea. Then there's Ruel, also normally on Water's Origin. So I just swap artifacts depending on what I need and who I need. They just share them. So yeah, as you can see, she's just a normal build on immunity, so I'm quite happy with the stats on immunity. Decent ER as well. But yeah, she's just standard one. Mostly for Guild Wars as well. She's not as much used in the RTA anymore, so. Destina, yeah, she could be improved for sure. She's a bit slow here, a bit low ER, but yeah, bulk is decent. She does work in the areas I used her in Guild Wars as well. That's fine. Yeah, she's normally not on that artifact. That was for I don't remember what. Oh yeah, that's for The Advent, the new side story that we get. This one. So I just put her on that. So yeah, she's nothing special really. She's a bit slow, not really tanky, not enough ER, but I haven't used her a lot lately, so that's why she's not getting a lot of love. But yeah, she's fine if I need to pick her. She usually works. My DN is a lot worse because I actually almost never use her. I should, huh? But yeah, since I only cleave in RTA, don't really need her, so she's on the build I had maybe 2 years ago, and I never changed it. So I guess at some point I will have to change a few stuff and try to make her faster. But now, yeah, I don't see the point yet. I know she's good; she's a great unit, but yeah, just not used for my purposes. Tamarine, just a PvE unit. I use her a lot in Hellraid, in Raid, in some of the I don't yeah when I farm I don't know, but yeah, she's just a PvE unit. Achilles was mostly for Guild Wars. Also a lot of things to reforge if I wanted to make her better. Yeah, she's okay for Guild Wars. Mage I just got recently, so she just got yeah gear I had available. I would like her with more health. Yeah, and actually I should probably self-imprint her for a bit more ER. And yeah, she will get a lot more ER if I do ever. I'm not gonna reforge this, to be honest. That's bad. I don't know. Yeah, it's just I put gear I had available, but it's nothing special. So that's I'm gonna need some better gear before I do anything on her. But yeah, it's a start. Maybe I will have to put her on a health ring. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, she's about 15k, I think, after reforge, something like that. Yeah, nothing great, but she works. She should work. I used her once, I think, in Guild Wars so far. I will see, but yeah, just starting gear. Ray, yeah, he's usually on. What do I put it on? I don't remember. Yeah, I just I don't even remember what he was on, but I guess this could work. Just a high ER build. Also not reforged, so he could get a lot more ER. Yeah, actually quite a bit more. So yeah, it's a decent build when I need him in Guild Wars as well. Ruana's just also not on the artifact she's usually on. Yeah, that's usually the one. Just Guild Wars build as well. Just very tanky. She does a purpose like this, so it's fine. Still have old blue gear. I sometimes have a few pieces I kept like this. Should actually change this for something else. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, it's decent for a blue gear and it works for her. It's just that's what she needs. So, and I think yeah, Doris had the same, if I remember right. Yeah, Cheryl also had a piece that fits her because I don't farm golem, so I just have a few pieces like this. Elena also not reforged. Something I should probably improve, giving her even more ER. But yeah, she's working fine when I needed her. Yeah, Shooting Star Arcades, it doesn't have her artifact either, otherwise she's a bit more tanky. Also for Guild Wars, sometimes. Yeah, he's been nerfed a lot, he's not even on maxed gear anymore. He was decent at some point, he had 220 speed, almost 3k attack I think, and to 60 to 70% crit damage and full crit. But yeah, now I stole a lot of his gear. Maybe I will build him again, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that actually is not bad for him because his attack is abysmal, his base attack, so actually having flat attack is good for him. Yeah, also flat attack. But yeah, we'll see. Might build him again. But let me check what that gives him if I go on Fribbles and don't pay attention to the plus 12. Check what kind of build it is right now. Yeah, it's 216 speed, almost 3k attack actually, and 254 crit damage. Okay, that's not too far from what he had before, but yeah, it is nerfed. I will need to improve that, and maybe those rolls will improve that a bit, the stats that I just gave, but yeah, it's clearly not a great build. Angelica was just PvE unit also. Wow. I actually need to throw this away. I would actually change that and we'll check instead. I haven't checked her for a long time, so this actually is good that I'm doing this because I'm noticing some stuff that I have to throw away for sure. No, thought I had some gear because I tried to make boots for Solitaria yesterday and ended up having to doing a bit more, and some pieces that were not perfect, but good work here. But I can't find them anymore. Let me go on Made equipped because I think no, I'm pretty sure I didn't gear them. I didn't equip them. I have a lot of stuff to throw away. Wow. Okay, this no. I guess this could work for her. I just need to change this to defense. Okay. Not like I'm using her either, but I like to keep some gear on them just in case. I don't know why I do that, to be honest, but just something I do. So yeah, right now she's 1850 def, 1850, sorry, and 17,050, 500, sorry, health, 201 speed, and not enough ER, but I didn't take into account the new boots, so more than that, actually, more than the stat I just gave. So yeah, that's just yeah, just build, I guess, somehow for Guild Wars if I ever need. Yeah, she's just got some counter gear, just mostly holding gear. I never used her. And that's the second build I made. That was used as a slow build. The idea was just to use Celine with her, so she was there just to take hits and not be fast. She would be immortal right away thanks to Celine, and stay immortal because of the ER. I would put also Bastion on her. That was for Guild Wars. Some Guild Wars I used that. It was actually nice because yeah, she stayed a lot of time thanks to that, and yeah, just never died. And I think I sometimes put also on Prophetic Candlestick because of that. Because I didn't need too much ER, so it was fine, and I just was taking I could tank all day with her, so that was fine. And yeah, she's just holding gear, and I think that's all for the... Yeah, that's it for the Soul Weavers. I'm gonna go for the... I could go in order, but maybe the tanks now. The Knights. So yeah, this is my Ras, who's not fully reforged either. I don't use, as you can see, a lot of the more tanky units and the standard units are not fully reforged because that's not my priority. It's more for Guild Wars that I use them. Very rare that I use them in RTA. So once they have the stats that are enough, I usually stop there. And yeah, sometimes when I have enough reforged mats, I will reforge one unit, but yeah, not really doing a lot. But it should reach 26k and 1400 defense and 212 speed apparently, and 100 res. Same effectiveness. Okay, so yeah. Senya, she's built. I like her. I used her quite a bit. She is on a lot of crit chance, I know, but that's because of mostly this one. because I don't want to remove the crit chance here, even if it's not ideal for her. It would break the gear and it might go on someone else later. So, and same here. This one as well. Yeah, this one actually, there's nothing else I could really put here besides flat. So yeah, doesn't really make sense to break those gear. And she worked fine like this for me. Yulha just for Guild Wars offense. That worked. Nice. Well, sufficient stats for what I needed her. She used to be really fast. She used to be 283 speed. I used her a lot on RTA, but not anymore. So she's just got a PvE build, not reforged. She can be faster. She should be around. Let me check. 245 speed, and yeah, more bulk once I reforge her, of course. But yeah, that's just a PvE build. She's my light unit tank for Guild Wars, also Guild Wars offense, so that's what she does. She has the build for that, nothing special, a lot of bulk. Mostly free gear, as you can see. Rebellion, yeah, that's just the unit I used mostly in Guild Wars defense. Not even on lifesteal or counter, but yeah, she worked like this. Nothing special. I didn't use her a lot, not justifying. Better gear, and yeah, I don't have a lot of injury gear. And once I got gear that could go on her, I actually gave it to Valencia because I feel like I use her a lot more. So yeah, that's how it is. Crow is often on Holy Sack instead of this. Actually, put it back. Normal build. So yeah, decent health and defense. A lot slower than before because it's now on health boots, but yeah, works fine. And yeah, just a bit too low on ER. I should improve that a bit, but yeah, it's fine. FCC, just tank. Not extremely good gear, but yeah, she works. She has decent defense, a lot of health, just for the big barrier, for Celine and such, so that's fine. Crimson Armin, I used her a few times, but not a lot. Also just bulky with some speed and some ER, just not reforged yet, so yeah. And not full artifact. Summer Break Charlotte, I used her a few times in Cleave, just for fun. Also in some Guild Wars offense, but yeah, as you can see, she's not bulky enough at all, but she's on lifesteal, and she does do quite a bit of damage, so that part is fine. And yeah, I just don't need to put anything else. It works fine for me, since I'm not using her in RTA. When I use her in Guild Wars, she usually doesn't need more bulk anyway. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he's usually on Adamant. That's also not fully reforged. So yeah, also a unit that I don't use a lot, but I did use a few times. Not a great build at all, but it works for the purpose I gave him. I still have this that I should throw this away and take something decent instead. Yeah, you see that I don't play him a lot. That's how you see that. And probably not a maxed. Oh yeah, actually, I think that's maxed. Is it 16? I don't remember. No, I think that's maxed. Actually, I can check this. Actually, no. Yeah, 14 is maxed. Charles is just holding gear, and actually he's on gear that he shouldn't hold. Let me see if I can just change this, because that's just terrible. Let's see, what is this? Attack. What is this? I'm gonna sell. I have to clean up my inventory. Might as well do it a bit now. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's holding gear, but I'm trying to keep some semblance of gear, I guess. That will be okay for him now. It's fine. Don't really care. Because I don't use him. Oh, this also. Oh, God. Yeah, I will not do that now. But yeah, I'm in the process of throwing away all of these. Cecilia got nerfed a lot. She used to be decent. She had 250 50 speed, so she was okay, and a lot more effectiveness as well. But yeah, I just don't use her, so she got nerfed. Stolen gear quite a few times. Not she's not even fully reforged. I don't know. Right now she's with us. This gear she has 20, almost 25k HP, same defense as now, and 232 speed if I max the gear and reforge. So that's current build, but yeah, nothing amazing. 8 Iowin, I just got him recently, so yeah, his gear is not maxed either. Not reforged, not maxed, and no right artifact. Yeah, right now is, if I max the gear, is almost 27k HP, 1600 defense, and 212 speed. But no effectiveness, no damage, so I have to get one of the two for me. I'm not sure yet, but I will change this build to have at least either crit chance and a bit of crit damage, or decent effectiveness. So otherwise I don't feel like he's doing anything. So, but again, not a priority. But I do want to build my ML5s, so he has gear. I could use him. Yeah. Again, another one that I just stole from a lot, and that's also a piece of gear I have to replace. But yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, she's not doing anything now. She's just holding gear. Mort also got nerfed a lot. He was better before. Was 22k HP and 1400 defense with about similar stats. Nerfed him quite a bit, but yeah, he's still, if I reforge, I think it's not that far from that. Yeah, it's 285 crit damage if I reforge. Full crit chance, 20k HP, but only 1236 defense. So yeah, and 189 speed. Yeah, not that great. Ethan just meat bag, a lot of health. I don't use him anymore. Charlotte was on Holy Sack or Symbol, so she's normally almost 3500 attack with almost 15k HP, but yeah, just not great gear. She's holding gear now. She's for PvE. She's nice, but she's not on the right artifact, but she normally has more defense. No, more HP, sorry. And I do have to reforge this for more defense. But yeah, decent. Christie was just for some guild wars with ER. Rose also was nerfed a lot. She used to be faster, but now she's just holding gear. And she's on lifesteal gear. I probably would switch her to counter. I never used her. But I would like to use the lifesteal for my Lionheart, so yeah. And he's just holding gear. Yeah, he had gear for a fun guild war. I used him once. Should be almost 2500 defense if I max him actually. So not that bad, but yeah, not great, just for fun. And yeah, that's it. I will stop for now because my throat hurts. I will be back in a bit and continue this. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back on this. So yeah, I think I did all the knights. The only thing I rushed a bit. Yeah, I would like to do the same as this build, but on counter instead of lifesteal, and use that for Lionheart Sermia, as I said. But right now, that's actually quite a huge difference in defense once she's level 60, and that's also something I was surprised about. But apparently with this gear, she's 2600 defense at level 60. Of course, there's still this to reforge if I do. Yeah, the wrong artifact, but that's only for the health, which should go to 15k. Yeah, 99% crit chance, that's the issue. And same crit damage, but no, same crit damage. Should be higher. Oh yeah, 2% higher. Sorry, 250, 275. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna show the next next class. I guess I can go with things I use a bit more now. Let's go with the warriors. So that's my Huayong, who I use in both Guild Wars and also in RTA, even in cleave teams. I sometimes use her when I face very tanky teams. It's sometimes good to use her there. So yeah, that's nothing special about her. Sometimes switch to attack boots on for Guild Wars. And I think I can show the example of what I use usually. I'm trying this. My videos actually, damn. Should not have put those on Charles because I will have to use them again, and will have some cost. I will change that afterward. Yeah, I will put some gear on Charles to hold gear, but it's mostly for world boss since I don't use him, or mock battles if I have fun with friends who have lesser accounts, or then it's nice to use fun units. Although Charles, I'm not sure it's considered fun unit, but yeah, see what I mean. As for a Ravi, I would like to increase her health. She's the same build as I had a long time ago. Well, when I first got her, I quickly built her like this. But yeah, now she tends to have more health, so I should do the same. Maybe reduce the crit damage and put a help neck or something like that. I should definitely replace this one. It's the worst piece on her. But yeah, other than that, she's doing fine. She's already decently bulky, and she's always worked fine for me. So yeah, it's not urgent. Yeah, Cornelius. She went through a few stages of gear. She used to be more tanky, but still fine. Speed didn't change much. I think it was always around this. But yeah, let's just GVG and mostly RTA build, which works. Straze was he was a bruiser before, strangely enough, and then he became just for Guild Wars. This is a Guild Wars build. He was actually better than this before, but I gave his boots. I think it's the boots only. I might have changed more than the boots. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, my specimen says did steal his stuff. Wait. Oh wait, that was not the build. It was on the not specimen says. I meant it's not the boots actually. I replaced not only. I don't remember, but I changed one or two of his gear. He had max crit. He actually had 370% because of the change in crit damage set. Then he had more attack, but and more speed. But yeah, that still works for GVG, so it's fine. The idea was to kill all those roof Apocalypse Ravis behind Escort from Pera when that was meta. It's not anymore, but it still sometimes happens, and it's still useful sometimes as well. So I'm keeping it like this for now. Jacko, I sometimes use her in defense and also a lot on offense. On RTA, I mean. So, well, a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but she's been useful. Often with run team or things like that. And yeah, it's a bit more tricky since she needs a stun to be pushed and to push everyone, but she's fun to use, so just keeping her like this. Luna, just mostly Guild Wars. She used to be faster to be used also in RTA, but I guess I can still use her if I use pushers like Emilia and Flan, but yeah, it's not her main goal. But yeah, she's still fine. Rimuru, yeah, just a standard Rimuru with immunity, because I feel that's necessary. A lot of people are removing immunity for a pen set, partly because of Rimuru, I guess. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I understand it on some units, definitely, and on cleave units even more, because yeah, you don't need it as much, even though sometimes it's nice. But and in some cases, I had to remove immunity because of Rimuru, but in most cases, I feel like it's still very good, especially on bruisers, because you don't even need a stripper anymore in RTA. I often just cleaved teams with Elfeld, just putting defense breaks on everyone, or Flan doing the same. Yeah, it just makes my life a lot easier as a cleaver. and I don't think that's the idea for them. But fine, I don't mind. But I'm not a fan myself, so I still have immunity on a lot of units, like you see. So yeah, her I probably will need to change a bit. She's decent, but I would like her faster. Yeah, maybe I could lose a bit of crit damage, but I would like more speed, maybe 240 at minimum, even more if possible. Lilibet I recently changed, so she's not reforged yet. I can give the final stats maybe. Let me check. So she's 3400 attack, 227 speed, and yeah, 274 crit damage. And should be max crit chance. That depends also on it. Yeah, I need to max this one as well. But then it will be max crit chance normally. So yeah, that should be a decent build. I wanted to have her for fun as well and to have options in cleave. I didn't use her yet since, but yeah, I intend to. She's quite a fun unit. My secrets, that's for wyvern farming, almost exclusively. I did use her a few times in Guild Wars. Back in the day I was using a lot more, but now yeah, she's too slow for Emilia or Plan, and my op slots is too slow right now, so now it's really exclusively for PvE hunts. Yeah, the hack. I changed this build a few times, but yeah, that's his main build. It's not great, but it's fine. It works. It does its job. I do sometimes switch it for in Guild Wars for 100% crit chance build, which is good against Shu, because he can't miss her. Like, he can't miss the crit on her, even if she's Snow Crystal and has the buff. Then he still has 5% chance to miss, I think, but yeah, it's very low compared to the chance to hit, because yeah, that's one of the rare cases, because it's in his kit that he gets 50%. You can't go over 100% on most units, but he does. If you have 100% crit chance already, it will add 50% from I don't remember his passive, but yeah, it does add. Yeah, this one you can see, and this one counts. Unlike crit chance buff or having actual 150% that doesn't show in the build in other units. For him, it's a special case, and it's also the case for Charlotte, for example. She also works like this. So yeah. And also, yeah, the fact that he's Earth versus Ice, that adds 15% crit chance more. And for this one, yeah, Myla and Hot Thermia, I would like to switch to Lifesteal, but I have a hard time building her that way. I could make her almost the same stat, 1900 defense, and 170 speed or something like that, so it's a bit slow. Maybe 175, I don't remember, but yeah, it's slower. And I will have to strip a few units. Well, not strip, it was mostly steal from Armin actually, so that's fine. I could do it, but I would like to still try to craft a few pieces to make it more decent, because yeah, I do want her to at least have the good stats, otherwise it doesn't make sense. But yeah, that would allow me to change the artifact and use maybe a Draco Plate or sometimes Proof to have a bit more liberty on what to use here. But yeah, that's the idea. My Dark Covers, yeah, it has no artifact right now. I don't know if it's worth getting one. I don't know. I guess not. Yeah, it's normally around 30, well, almost 30k with the artifact. Not exactly, but as you can see, yeah, he's still Moonlight Blessing hero that I didn't fully summon, which is why I can't have, I can't imprint him. It will tell me that I can't. Yeah. It's the same with actual covers. I can't. I do have enough covers to use on him once I can fully summon, but I still don't have Judge Kise either, so I will fully summon him or just Kisei once I pull one of the two. So yeah, just to avoid having dupe if I do pull him or just Kisei. So yeah, that's the idea there. And yeah, I sometimes do steal one piece from my Yulha for GVG. So that is 31k with the artifact. That's decent, I guess. But other than that, yeah, it's a simple basic build on him. Yeah, she's just holding gear here. She's, I think 260 something. Oh wait, yeah, I'm now showing everything. Let's not go to other units for now. I don't know why I was on everything now. But yeah, back to this. So that was GVG before, also with Alarts. I guess she might still be used in GVG if I did max her gear, but yeah. It's mostly now in Expedition. I still use her there, but that's all. Actually, my Charles I also use in some PvE, so maybe I should give him some boots still. Yeah. Carrick is normally on Warhorn, and I sometimes change his sword to make him faster, to make him about 260, because that's not a fast sword. Well, no, 258, I think. That's just when I want to make sure that he doesn't get outsped by my Wyong, who's 242 speed, and speed RNG could make it an issue. But yeah, other than that, that's its normal build, which works. My Valencia on injury, using 3 pieces of free gear, because yeah, I don't farm a lot of KDs, so yeah, I just have to use this. It's I guess it rolls decently for arena gear. It's not great, but it's decent enough for it to work. And I do want to change this to have a set that she can use, either immunity or pen set or even health set. But other than that, yeah, she works fine in GVG. Yeah, that's true. Also GVG defense mostly. I could use her in RTA, I guess. Not a crazy build, but it works. At QC, haven't used her lately, but I did like this build. It was working fine for me. Just, yeah, pen set, immunity, triple set, with a bit too high crit chance for the fact that I use this, I guess, so I could put some stats somewhere else, but yeah, it's good when I pushed her with Amelia in RTA. Edwards, normally not on this artifact. He's using his own here. So yeah, that's just a standard build. Maybe not fast enough, but I use him only in GVG so far, so build is fine. Rem, yeah, just that's where you see I'm not Banshee player. I did farm some Banshee, but not a lot. So yeah, my lifesteal, counter, and even destruction gear, they are all lacking. So I guess it works, but it's not great. And yeah, the artifact, I have a better one, but yeah, I do switch to the plus 31 when I use her actively, but other than that, that's the build. Same, she's holding just non non-raised artifact, non-upgraded, so she does have more attack normally, and more health as well. But I do want to change the build again because of her buff now, so I'm probably gonna try to improve her a bit. We'll see. That's also mostly world boss now because she was sometimes for Guild Wars before when I used Alots, but now not anymore. I did use her for, I think she's still used in some expeditions though. Yeah, that's for Wyvern. It was a build I had made for fun, but stole some of his gear, so it's not yet, not anymore working. He was good into Valiance before, was decent. But yeah, never used him a lot, just a few times. I did win a few matches. I don't think I lost with him actually. I used him maybe 3 times in RTA against Valiant, and I don't think I lost one. So even if he wasn't really maxed or anything, he still did quite a bit of damage, but he was better, a lot better than this. The stats were nerfed quite a bit. Yeah, my ML usually also on the other artifacts, so he's got more attack and more health, because that's just the plus 15. But yeah, he works decently well. I can go a bit higher ER if I max this, but yeah. Unfortunately, not very usable in RTA in most cases, maybe last week sometimes, but some Guild Wars I used him in offense, but yeah, he should be buffed a bit more, be used more, because he has too many counters now. Yeah, that's my, I don't know what I should put on her. Maybe the Randall for now. Oh, that's on Luna. Luna should not be on this. So she's supposed to be on I don't know, I guess portrait or this. Yeah. Here. Yeah, she was usually on Warhol before I had a hand guy, but now that's her build. So yeah, just standard. She works fine. Jeepurgis for a Wyvern. Did use even I did use him a few times on in Guild Wars as a meat bag, but yeah, mostly for a Wyvern. And yeah, he has more health with the plus 30 proof, but that's enough. And I put proof right now on Iravi. She was on seed before. Ken, yeah, just holding gear. He does have a decent build for fun in mock battles, but that's it. I can't use him in real RTA. I could use him, I guess, in Guild Wars if I wanted. If I did max his gear, he's 21k HP at max, 1250 defense, 21, a bit over 2100 attack, 172 speed. So that's low. 100 crit chance and 274 crit damage. That's the build if I did reforge. And there are some wasted stat that I can mod, but yeah, if he gets buffed, then I will probably switch the gear rather than just reforge, because a lot of these pieces are not really that great. Yeah, so it's old gear that I left on him. Yeah, can you see that should be crit damage or speed? Yeah. And this one I could actually. This one is not bad. Oh, it is already. I didn't check. Yeah, a lot of the gear is bad, so we need to replace that. I can put it like this. Normally I use him on Daiu's artifact, the spear, to push him, but I do vary depending on what I use. But this is good enough for RTA. Yeah, that's my build for him. A bit of bulk, a bit of attack, and some speed. And I do switch between all three. I do have all of them. That's the most common I use. Clarissa, she's yeah, not reforged. Just very high ER, especially if I do reforge, then she reaches almost 240. She had more before. I think I stole some of her gear. I do have a nice blue gear, but yeah, it does have that, and I didn't care much about Banshee reforge mats. Yeah, and just a build I don't really use. I did use him a few times against Barrel, but yeah, no reforged and anything. Yeah, Daihu is just holding gear. Just holding gear. Yeah, she used to be built, but holding gear, and that's it. Yeah, she had gear as well, but she's holding gear now. I stole a lot of their gear. No, this one I did, so I will go to the thieves now. So my Celine, she's actually usually on this for RTA. Or Wind Rider, I vary a bit, but lately I've been using this because it's nice against cleave. If they try to counter cleave me or start by cleaving, then I do use her there. I do like her stat line, pretty good. Okay, so build rids. That's my one of my main cleave units. Is quite great at as a speed imprint, and I put symbol for now against the violets because then you can clean up the violets usually. It's not the ideal artifact for him. I should put him back on portrait or something and put that on someone else, but for now, yeah, that's how it is. And yeah, I do sometimes switch to attack if I don't need the imprint, just when I need more damage. But yeah, that's it. And Sid, that's yeah, also part of my cleave. I would like to fill those 3% missing crit chance, but other than that, I'm quite happy with this. I can only miss the crit on S1 though, because the S3, I'm using the EE that always gives that advantageous element, so plus 15% crit chance, which maxes it. But yeah, I would like still to never fail on S1 if I don't hit a blue unit. Yeah, on Wind Rider. Closer Charles is often used in my cleave as well. Mix between speed and damage, because I would like to keep him good enough for damage. And yeah, give me a second. Okay, sorry, I had a phone call. So yeah, was it Charles? Yeah, he's my opener, which I used when I have a speed imprint in the team, or when I don't need to speed contest. He's working quite well there, and often takes another turn because of all the push, and thanks to this, since he will go first, push the team, give attack buff, and then once my team starts doing damage, they will proc this, and often also proc Sachet artifact, which also pushes. So all in all, everyone will push again, and he will most likely take a turn before the enemy does. So that's usually what happens. Ran, that's a fast build, fast I guess. But I would like to have more damage, more consistent damage. So I need to increase this and the crit chance as well. Maybe I might make him a bit slower, like 303 or 305, with more damage and higher crit chance. But yeah, I'm not sure yet because I might have to steal some gear and to move some gear to who I steal from. So we'll see. But yeah, he's on Silver Rain, mostly for my Guild War defense. But yeah. My Pera, when she was on defense, she was on RNL, but now, yeah, I stripped a lot of her gear. She was 304. Let me try to find the gear she had. I saved it in Tribbles as well, but yeah, that was her, because I did improve my one over silk a lot. No. Oh wait, I gave Plan the one. Because Plan, I stole some gear from her as well, and I replaced some as well to keep her fast enough. So she lost 1 speed or 2 speed, I think, but she's still okay. Because that's a new piece. Or this. This might have been it. No, I don't think so. Let me check. Here I'm sure it was health actually, I'm pretty sure. Was it? Ah wait, I'm only on speed set. I might be wrong here. No, that wasn't health before. Yeah, that was the one. And this I think I didn't change. Yeah. And the boots, yeah, that was not the build because I had more health, I think. Yeah, I had normally a bit more health, but that's almost the build I had. which yeah, I guess it was decent. But yeah, nowadays I have issues using her, so she dropped for now, but she might get her gear back if she's as useful again. We'll see. But for now, that's how it is. Okay. Kisei, she's not using a lot, but she does have some gear. I do need to reforge this one, or maybe not. It's not great. But yeah, that's just in case I need her. Evelyn, I recently changed this gear to make him faster as well. I do need to max this one, so it has a max crit chance and a bit more crit damage and speed. But yeah, that's also just options for cleave and for fun to have. Yeah, it's mostly for fun to have more ideas of what to use, more things to use. Tempestering, that was my old build still. Lifesteal. Yeah, could still be useful if I put Storm Sword on her. But yeah, other than that, she worked really well when I used her in cleave or counter cleave. But yeah, I do like this unit, so I didn't strip her. Celine, yeah, she's normally on her own artifact, so almost 300 speed, attack more. Yeah, just for Guild Wars mostly, and I just switch the artifact when I need to. Mursa, just speed imprint for RTA. Probably should improve her gear, but yeah, she's fine. Yeah, she has one of my last 67 pieces, but it works for her. Just has the 2 crit chance I needed for a build to be maxed. A crit chance to be maxed. Equally, like I said before, she's not really built yet. She's holding gear mostly. She's not even fribbles anymore, so yeah, not built. BBK, she's just built with ER against cleave, so not that much. So I had her on Bastion before, but I feel like this is better to do damage, and I just pick her when I know they will be lower effectiveness. So yeah, and she's mostly banned usually when I pick her anyway. And since I cleave more than I anti-cleave, it's often actually versus other cleaves. And I cleave myself and I just last pick her, so that they are forced to ban her or die when they finish their turn. Yeah, that's my Spez. Yeah, he was better before as well. I think he's lost a lot of gear, but yeah, could still be usable in Guild Wars at least. Violet, yeah, let's sometimes change this with Lilibits so that I have 1300 defense, or almost that, I think. But yeah, that's my main build. I don't use him a lot outside of some RTA, some Guild Wars offense. Kieran might be becoming better now, but yeah, that was my counter build for a while now. Might change him, I don't know. That's for Wyvern, non-reforged gear. My counter RB, I should improve him a bit, but yeah, he worked fine when I used him. I would like more damage now. Probably more defense, but still worked fine against cleave. Haste, that's what I would like to use. I didn't. Yeah, he's just holding gear mostly. I used him a few times in mock battles, but I think now if I were to use him since the buff, I would make him faster, a lot faster to open. Well, not open, but fast enough to pretty much open. Is it not geared? Just holding gear as well. And oh, actually, I do have the speed on Akali was 265 at max, and 258 for the Acid. But yeah, I never use them because they're not built. I just sometimes picked him to scare the opponent, but I should put some decent gear on him. Baiken just on Rage for Banshee, so no artifact right now, so you can add the attack from that. Yeah, she's working fine. I guess she's maxed. Yeah, max friendship now. So I could actually do one like this. I should, but I will do that later because I might need the artifact, the catalyst. Says yeah, not geared, and I think the rest not geared. I will build add-in soon. Just holding gear for now. Yeah, that's about it. Rangers. Yeah, my Summerside Assyria, Summertime Assyria was better before. She was 261 speed and more attack, I think, but less effectiveness. Yeah, that's well, a bit less, not much less. But she's still fine. But yeah, Sid stole her sword, so yeah, that's how it is. Babel. That's a very good unit. I love this unit. Very good in RTA. I would like to max this artifact though. And to switch the boots, because the boots could clearly be improved. The crit chance makes it a bit more annoying to find, but yeah, if this was flat attack and this was a bit more crit damage, I guess, or yeah, if I find epic boots and do similar crit chance and more of the other stat, it would be nice. This is actually not a good ring either, but for him it's perfect with the rest of his kit. So a lot of a flat attack in addition to the attack percent main with crit chance and crit damage. So yeah, this build worked fine for me. Okay, Upseek is very good for me, but yeah, not used all the time. Very good against barrier units, mostly. Yeah, nothing special to say. I use her in both Guild Wars and RTA. Okay, so Upseek is... Critica is used yeah, mainly in RTA as a sub DPS, so she has some DPS enough to do some cleanup, some damage, sometimes kill the squishier units. Well, actually quite easily kills squishier units if I have attack buff. And Misha helps me against Violet as well, because I can also I can hit with S2, but I can also sorry, I can S3 on him, and if I hit, he just increases his cooldown by 5 turns or 4 turns, I don't remember. And he can't dodge anymore besides his artifact, and he can't counter anymore. So that's really useful if I have that. And also, yeah, she's great against PPK and units like that because of that skill null. Very useful unit in cleave and other things as well. Watcher, great for cleave with sachet to push. And yeah, you just have a skill null because that's useful for both Guild Wars and RTA. And yeah, just a normal build. Leica, I just gave her some gear as well to make her usable in RTA with if I have some speed imprints. Can be great with Roy or even other stuff, but just build her for fun. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna use her, but I wanted to have some fun matches with her. Under Silk I use a lot. She's stolen a bit of Pera's gear. She was 283 before. No, 280, sorry, 280 speed. So that's why I stole some of Pera's, because I wasn't using her a lot, and she can open a lot more often, especially since I always have other speed imprints as well. So that means if I have, for example, Conquer Lilias with her and Sid and Watch Shuri or something like that, all my openers are fast. So yeah, that really helps. Sorry, I'm happy. And yeah, I have a Guiding Light, so I can use, since I don't have immunity, so that I can use her S2 on turn 1 to attack with my highest attack unit, which is really useful. Yeah, maybe I should increase that effect chance actually, since I use her really a lot. Elfeld, I just improved a few days ago. She was 264 speed before and a bit less damage, so just a full improvement. But yeah, that's I was hesitating to make her really fast with full crit chance so that she could work with Ahmed Pavel, but he's banned most of the time, so I figured I still prefer it this way, because now she can still kill a lot of units, not bulky units, but most medium bulk units like Rimuru and such can die pretty easily to her, and especially if she already has attack buff from Charles or another unit. And yeah, then very useful unit. It's she's just stripping, putting defense break, sleep. I can also use her as a control unit to sleep something for 2 turns. Or just give defense break to everyone, and then the follow-up can destroy the team. So that's very handy. Celeste is I like her because she's both speed imprint and an opener, and she can also hold sachet. So yeah, all in all, she's very good because yeah, she's not going to do a lot of damage with my build, but she will push back. She has a good chance at least to push back. Yeah, it's a 25% chance. Yeah, doesn't always occur, but she does have some effectiveness, and she does provide speed boost to the other units as well. And she has very good speed base, well, base speed, sorry, so allows me to use her quite efficiently. Yeah, that's about it. Plan, she was a bit faster than before, 283, but still decent. I did nerf her a bit, but it was also for Silk, because I actually store her neck to make her more crit chance. That way she works well with Emerald Pavel as well. So yeah, that's it. Nothing special about her, just for pushing people up and pushing them down, giving attack defense break. Really nice. Pavel I haven't used for a long time. Yeah, it's just too slow. But yeah, I did use a few times when I don't speed contest, but I would like to make you faster again, but I would need to steal some gear. I need to. That's one of the units I might rebuild. So I'm just checking this right now, so we'll see. Her, she doesn't have her artifacts. Otherwise, she has quite a bit more. She used to have this, and she has quite a bit more attack. Yeah, 3500, I think. But yeah, other than that, she has a decent build when she has the artifact. Do like her. Very nice unit. Maybe I should give her something. Just for world boss though. Let me just put this. Yeah, okay. Alright. Landy. Yeah, just not using her a lot anymore. She's on Guiding Light, decent bulk. Just standard one immunity. But nothing special. If I rebuild, I will make her a lot faster for cleave. That's just for expedition. That was for Guild Wars, sometimes use him. Pretty fun, very nice damage. She's for yeah, I use her in Guild Wars sometimes, and sometimes in RTA as well. I like keeping her built. Cerise is for expeditions now, not on the max helmet. She used to be fast. I had her what was her speed? 287 or 290 at the max of her, at the peak of her carrier when I was using her with the summertime Iceria. Yeah, her I need to gear properly. She just has gear I put on her for the side story when I was leveling her. But yeah, she's obviously not really built. Iceria, I use her in Guild Wars sometimes with Dark Over teams. Curious for Abyss, but I haven't done Abyss for a long time, except I did one stage on auto a while ago. Bellona, she's holding gear. Okay, I really need to to clean this up. It's good that I do this account review because I didn't know I had so many still. I will make some space because I can get rid of this, use that as charms also, and put something else on them to just make room. That's great actually. Yeah, none of these are built. Yeah, that's it. I might build Leo now that is getting better with the speedy, so I might do that. And the last one, Mages. Yeah, Melissa, Cleave. She's really good against units like BBK or Violet with her Ignore ER. That's really useful. And the curse great with Violet. She can strip the BBKs. She might still be good against Charon, but I need to proc his immortality first with the new buff. I mean, because she can strip his evasion as well before she attacks. Yeah, and very fun unit to use. I like her, but I do think she needs more damage all in all. But still, I would like to just ban on her, and then she should work better. But already fine. My Eda's too slow, but she worked fine in RTA because I was using a lot of imprints and pushers other than herself, so that worked fine. But still would like her a bit faster for GVG, but I will see. Sidam haven't used a lot lately, but yeah, she's been slowed down because I stole some of her gear, but she's still decent. Can still work. Yeah, haven't used the Luca in a long time, but I kept her geared. Spectre Tenebria, same, I use her and sometimes in Guild Wars mostly, but she's still decent, I guess. Milim, also in Guild Wars mostly, sometimes in RTA against Violets. I did give her new artifact because that can replace Symbol, which is nice on her. Roy, just, yeah, he's on Grace right now. Just put some gear to make him a fun unit to use in Guild Wars, and maybe I can use him in RTA sometimes. I will see. Just mostly for mock battles, I think, though. Politis, yeah, I used to first pick her a lot in RTA, but now, yeah, I just pre-ban because I don't really... She doesn't really go in the teams I use right now, so... But, yeah, was a fun build. Worked fine. Garrick, I can actually... I guess I could do this. At least this one. Wait, no. I will check. Maybe this one. It's free. There we go. Alright. Angel of Light, she went through different phases. She was a bit faster before, but still decent, I guess, with some bulk. Bill and Cezanne, he's normally on this when I use him in RTA. So just a high ER with good speed and decent bulk, so that's all. Archdemon, I would like to change, that's one of the big ones. I would like to put her on high crit chance, max crit chance, and 230 crit damage or something like that, with a bit more bulk even than that, but 3k attack instead, and similar speed if I can. I think I can do that kind of build with immunity, just need to move some gear around, but it should be feasible. Solitaria, I just pulled her yesterday, so I gave her some gear. I still need to reforge this and this, or most likely replace those because they're not great. And also max her awakening, but yeah, that's a start. Arya, she's just on lifesteal gear, and as usual, my lifesteal is not great, but yeah, she works for what I used her for. That's for Banshee. That's my carrots, usually on an artifact, normally on books, Tag a Hell Ancient book, but so normally higher attack than this, but other than that, and more health as well, of course. Mostly GVG, but I did use her in RTA a few times. That's for Expedition. That was my GVG at the end of the season for defense. So she's there to kill squishies if they try to cleave and she counters. She most likely will kill. And yeah, for RTA as well, can work. Araminta, she has gear, but I never tried her, so she has some attacks, some speed. Not fully reforged yet. Yeah, of course this isn't great. No artifacts, so more attack normally, and health. But yeah, I should try her out a few times. That's for expeditions. Wow, this is the yeah. No comments. I will need to replace those, obviously. But yeah, expeditions. Maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. Dizzy, just holding gear mostly, but I guess she could work if she has gear. Yeah, she's been nerfed a lot of times. She's not reforged. so it should be faster, but yeah. That's for GVG mostly, also not fully reforged. But yeah, he works. Bazaar is just holding gear. That's for expeditions now only, not fully maxed. Yeah, poor guy, lost a lot of gear. And yeah, Ludwig I used in GVG before. Yeah, it's been a while since I checked those gear. I need to change that. That's just terrible. Alright, yeah, don't look, please. Don't watch this. Just holding. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's stop at this point. That was a alternate heroes. I used to have two. And that's about it. And that's it, I think. I went through everything. Yeah, that's about it for now. So I will see what I change with my free and equip now. I might do some changes if I have time. I'm not sure yet. Well, I will certainly do some changes, but I don't know how much. Depends on the time I have. So that's about it. Next video will be Guild Wars, and then yeah, when I have time I will also do the some cleave guide if I can, because it was requested. I don't know how good I can do a guide, but I will try. I will do my best. Alright, thanks for watching, for those who watched till the end, and I will see you on the next one.